Cognizant to the needs of our learners, parents, and teachers, the Department of Education provided us with powerful tools for productivity that will allow us to foster critical thinking skills, problem-solving skills, communication and collaboration skills to be compassionate, responsible global citizens. Join us and discover new ideas in our series of professional development training program with the ICTS Edtech Unit and Microsoft Education Philippines. Together, we will equip our learners and empower our fellow educators for a dynamic future. Para sa bata, para sa bayan, at para sa guro. Sulong Edukalidad.
Magandang araw, Sir Wilbur po, at your service. Narito ang ETUlay upang gabayan ka sa inyong pag-aaral upang lubos na maunawaan ang iba't ibang paksa o subject. Ang ETUlay ay isang free online tutorial class na pinangungunahan ng ICTS Educational Technology Unit sa pamumuno ni Undersecretary Elaine Del B. Pascua. Ang programang ito ay hindi lamang para sa mga bata, kundi ito rin ay magsisilbing gabay sa mga magulang at mga guro kung paano nila ituturo o gagabayan sa bawat asignatura ang kanilang mga anak o mga estudyante. Sa kasalukuyan, ang self-learning module mula sa rehiyon ng Calabarzon at kilala sa tawag na Pivot ang ginagamit sa ating ETUlay online class. Kaya ano pang hinihintay ninyo? Ihanda na ang inyong mga ballpen o lapis, papel o kwaderno at samahan kaming itulay ang pagkatuto para sa bawat batang Pilipino. Sama-sama tayong magtutulungan para malampasan ang mga hamon sa panahong ito. Halina't matuto kasama ang inyong online tutor sa oras na ito.
Hello, everybody. Hello, parents, teachers, and learners all over the nation. Today, right at this moment, we're going to learn correct grammar and pronunciation. I am Teacher May, your tutor here on ETUlay. I will be teaching English 3, but for those who aren't in 3rd grade, but would love to know how sounds and words are made, you can tune in and be one of our learning mates. So, what are you waiting for? Ready your pen, paper, and self-learning module. Most importantly, ready your hearts, your minds, and your ears. This is English 3. Okay, hello po sa lahat ng ating mga viewers. Right now, I can see those who are now tuning in. So, bati lang po tayo ng ating mga early birds. So, hello po kay Marjan Candare, Ma'am Mabi Zalel, Gemaniano Balbuena, at kay Ma'am Jody May Crisosto Fasenal. Humahabol din po si Lucas Lumanglas. Hello po sa ating mga early birds. So excited po ako na magsimula ng ating session for today kasi this is my first session kahit week 2 kasi ang nag-fill in for me ay sina Sir Madge at sina Sir Jess. Kaya sobrang thankful po ako sa mga teachers na ito kasi kung wala po sila, hindi po tayo magkakaroon ng first session for English 3. So again, thank you so much, Sir Madge and Sir Jess for filling in for me last time. Okay, so bago po tayo mag-start, I would just like to remind everybody to please keep our comment section clean and safe. Again, I would reiterate that. Let's keep our comment section clean and safe. So what do I mean by clean and safe? Every ETUlay session po is a session of teaching and learning. So please respect the teachers as well as the learners who are tuning in and really wanting to learn. No, alam ko, galing sila sa iba't ibang parte ng Pilipinas. So if you're going to post something about Bitcoin, about business, and if you're going to comment rude, lewd, obscene, and profane comments, please keep it to yourself po. Respetuhan tayo. And again, please respect the comment section. This is for teachers and learners and parents who are wanting to learn in the distance education. So again, our session for today will be about week 2 po. Okay, so let's show that on the screen. Ma'am, pwede pong paki-flash na po ang ating screen. Ayan po. So again, the session for today will be about affixes because this is for week 2 ng ating quarter 3 for English 3. Alam ko napakaraming dito ang excited ng magsimula. So, let us begin by knowing the learning objectives that we will have for today. So, dapat alam natin yung mga learning goals na we have for today. So, at the end of our tutorial session, you'll be able to first recognize the meaning of an affix and the types of affixes. Second, identify the type of affix used in selected English words. 3, observe the changes in spelling when adding affixes to a word. And fourth, the last, complete words in English using their appropriate affixes. So if you can see, all the objectives are all about affixes because again, that will be our topic for today. So ready na ba tayo? Okay, so we will start first with this question, okay? So as you can see, in the slide are 4 pictures. And all of these pictures have actions in them. So my first question, everybody, can you tell what action is in each of the pictures below or in the slide? Hello po kay Sir Anag. Hello po. Now, let's start with the first picture on the left. Yung dalawa na merong speech bubble, ano po kayang ginagawa nila? Okay. Ano po kayang ginagawa nila? Comment your answer on the comment section or put your answer on the comment section and we will try to see, what action can you see in the first picture starting on the left? So baka magkaiba tayo ng orientation ng screen, pero the picture that I am talking about is the picture with 2 ladies sitting on the couch. So what do you think they are doing on the couch? Okay. So, meron akong talk. Sabi ni Michiko Nes, ito si Michiko Nes, suki ko to. So, what do I mean by suki? Lagi ko siya nakikita nagko-comment. So, hello Michiko Nes, ingat lagi ha. So, ayun, may mga humahabol talking to each other. They are talking. Let's see if that is correct. Okay, let's see. Ayan, they are talking. Very good. Now, let's proceed to the second picture. What do you think is the guy doing in front of his computer? Ano kayang ginagawa nila? And si Ahmed din, lagi ko yan nakikita sa English 3. Suki ko rin yan si Ahmed. Hello, Ahmed. Okay, habol tayo. Let's now proceed to the second picture. What do you think is the guy doing in front of his laptop? And I know you can relate with this one because every day we are in front of our laptop either studying or doing work. Sabi ni Jeff, chatting. Okay, communicating to someone, sabi ni Jody. Sabi rin ni Angeli, chatting. Let's see. That is correct, chatting. How about the lady with the thinking bulb over her head? What is she doing? Okay, let's see. Yung naka-sweater, no? Parang inappropriate kasi napaka-init ngayon tapos naka-turtleneck siya. Siguro this picture is illustrated to depict some time in a colder season or in a colder weather kasi naka-turtleneck. Pero ngayon, di ba, hindi siya pwede kasi napaka-init. Okay, so let's now go to the third picture. What is the girl doing? Now, with her pen and notebook, she is writing, sabi ni Mythical Dan. Sabi ni Michiko Nes, she might be studying. Okay, so remember our lesson about inferences? So you are making inferences based on the picture that is in here. So let us see. I said she is writing. Okay, so meron iba dito writing, studying, pwede rin kasi when we are studying, di ba, we are writing the important concepts that we have to remember. Now, let's go on to our fourth picture. What do you think are these guys doing? So we have here a group of people, 2 ladies, 2 guys, 2 males. What do you think they are doing with the books? No, I think this is given. Pero let us see. What do you think they are doing? Okay, study po, sabi ni Gabriela Manila. Pwede nagsa-study, pero let's be particular. What do you do with books? No? Reading, sabi ni Jeff Dolores Alvarez. Ito rin si Jeff, lagi ko rin siya nakikita, no, sa ating session. So, tama si Jeff. Very good. Now, so we can see here 4 actions, no? You have talking, chatting, writing, and reading. Now, this is my second question. Diba? Ang daming tanong ni Teacher May, but don't worry, this is for the development of our lesson for today. So, our next question is, ay pareha. So let's proceed to the second one. Okay, what do we need so that we can do all the actions in each of the pictures? No, kasi meron tayong apat na picture. What do you think is the common element that is needed to do all these pictures? Iba kasi may nag-uusap, may nag-chat. And chatting is one of the new ways, one of the new way of communication right now because we are in distance, diba? We are distant with each other, so we do chatting every day, no? And sometimes we write to remember important concepts, and we read so we can take in more information. Now, what do you think? What do you think is needed to do all these actions that you can see in the picture? Sige nga, tingnan natin. Sino kayang nakakaisip kung ano ang parang riddle ito, no? Ano kaya ang kailangan natin to do all these actions? Pag nag-uusap tayo, pag nag-chat tayo, pag nagsusulat tayo at nagbabasa tayo, ano ang kailangan natin? Ang una kong nakita ay kayong kay Gabriel Ivan Sexon, and he said, we need words po. Ang smart naman ni Gabriel, no? Tama yun. So for all these actions, each of the action in the pictures needs words. No, lahat yan ay kailangan ng salita. Okay, so dahil alam natin na for all these actions, kailangan ng salita, meron akong itatanong pa sa inyo. Okay? So palalimin natin ang ating lesson. Why are words important in our daily living? So nakita natin, no, na we use words in one of the things in we need words among the actions that we can see in the picture. Pero let's generalize and let's think about it. Bakit ba kailangan natin ng mga salita araw-araw? No? Parang sa mundo, yung lyrics ng mundo ng Four of Spades, saan darating ang mga salita? Pero, bago dumating ang mga salita, bakit nga ba natin kailangan ng salita sa ating pang-araw-araw na mga gawain? So sabi ni Mythical Dan, to communicate. Sabi ni Jody May, use for our communication. Okay. So meron pa bang hahabol? Kasi I believe, no, that words are more than, yes, words are needed for us to communicate, but there are other several activities that we can see the importance of words in. Okay, hi po kay Ma'am Caroline Velasco of Tamos Elementary School, SD Unabota. So sabi ni EJ Bornes Regino, to express feelings. Sabi ni Mabi Zalil, for education. Okay, so I think, no, and to understand others, sabi din ni Jeff Dolores Alvarez. Okay, so I think these are good ideas, and thank you for sharing your answers. No? Ang ganda-ganda ng mga answers, and I believe we have some semblance with our answers kasi ito naman yung sagot ko. Okay, so I will share my answers. We use words in our daily living to create ideas to speak or write about. Second, tell people about our thoughts and feelings, express them, diba? Kasi iba pag na-express natin ang feelings natin, lalo na ngayon na humaharap tayo sa another wave of ECQ. So alam natin na may anxiety, may fears tayo. So it's important for us to express our thoughts and feelings to others. Third, share messages, updates, and information to one another. Kasi alam natin na yung iba, siguro hindi nagbubukas ng FB, or they need to be updated of all the things happening around us. So we use words for us to share messages, updates, and information. And the last one, and the most important is, I think this is the most clever purpose of words. It's for us to build relationships among people around us. Okay, so we have said the importance of words. Okay, so very good for helping me set all these things. Now, I think this is my final question, no? Naisip niyo na ba, class? No? Okay lang, Jules, kahit late ka na. Kasi nagsa-start pa lang tayo. So, how new words are formed in the English language? So, alam natin na ang dami-daming salita. Actually, English is one of the richest languages in the world. Ang dami-daming salita sa English, di ba? Can you feel me na minsan pag nagbabasa tayo, we can feel that we need to study vocabulary to understand the text that we're reading, no? Kasi ang dami talagang salita sa English language and it borrows from other languages as well. Pero why? Pero alam nyo ba kung paano nabubuo ang mga salita sa English? Have you ever wondered about it? No? So, ayun, tumitingin tayo ng mga responses. And I know there are a lot of ways words are formed in English language. And everybody, one of the ways new words are formed in English is through affixes. Ayan, let's say it together. You can practice. We can practice pronouncing the word affixes. It's not affixes, but it's affixes. All right, it's affixes. Affixes. Okay. All right, so let's proceed. Okay, so what are affixes? Teacher, ano ba affixes? Because we now know that this is one of the ways we can form new words in English language. But what are these? Okay, so affixes are letters or groups of letters added at the beginning or at the end of a word. So that means affixes can be just one letter. It could be two letters. It could be three or four, more than that. But affixes can be added at the beginning or at the end of a word. Okay, so remember that, ha? Letters or groups of letters that we add at the beginning, simula, and at the end, hulihan ng isang salita. Okay, so when we do have a word with an affix, these are the following word parts, okay? So, ang tawag po sa affix that we add at the beginning of a word is prefix. It's not prefix, ha? It's prefix. Okay, no? Kasi may dalawa tayong klase ng affix. We have the prefix and suffix. Ngayon, pag naglagay tayo ng letter or group of letters sa unahan ng isang salita, ang tawag doon ay prefix. Now, if we are adding a letter or a group of letter at the end of a word, that is what we call a suffix. Teacher, nag-add ako sa unahan tsaka sa hulihan. Ano pong tawag dun sa word na nadagdagan ng affix? Ang tawag na doon ay root word or base word. Maybe on some of the modules, ang tawag nila ay root word. Pwedeng ang tawag din ay base word. So parehas lang yun, ha? Don't be confused because they are the same term or we are depicting just one concept, root word or base word. Okay, so let us explore on that. So we will clarify these concepts. Okay, ngayon, if a word contains an affix, it can be created through the following ways. Pwedeng ganito, nagdagdag tayo ng prefix, then the root word. Again, ha, the root word is the word that we are adding an affix with. Okay? Okay, so we have the prefix and we have a root word. Then, pwede ring root word muna, tapos nagdagdag tayo ng affix sa hulihan. That is what we call the suffix now. Now, pwede nating, actually, sa letter C, pwede ring magkasama. Pwedeng may prefix, pwedeng may root word, and then pwedeng may suffix din. These are the following ways an affix can be attached to a word or to a root word. Meron pa nga tinatawag na infix eh. Pero siguro not for your grade level. I am just saying na meron pa tayong tinatawag na infix that we put at the middle of a word. Pero let's focus now first with the prefix and with the suffix. Okay, I hope that is clear now. And let us explore prefixes and suffixes. Okay? So, eto mga bata, eto mga learners, no, actually there are hundreds of prefixes and there are hundreds of suffixes, pero we will go over with the common prefixes that you should know in your grade level. Alam ko napakarami nito, pero syempre, we will not give it to you ng lahatan because we will be making this appropriate for your grade level. Okay, so now, these are the common example. You have the prefix on and this. And again, these are attached at the beginning of a word. If you see a prefix, if you see these prefixes on and these, they both mean not. So you can attach it to the word unknown and disapprove. Now, the next prefix will be re. This is what the meaning of re or re is again. So you have your review, reread. So these are examples. So when we have the prefix, it means again. Now let's go to the third one. You have your prefix miss. And if we have the word miss, that means wrong. So you have the word misbehave because someone is behaving wrongly or mismatch. Hindi sila magka-match. Fourth, you have your im and in. And again, that's its meaning, their meaning is not. So on this im and in, all of those prefixes, their meaning is not. Next, you have your pre. That means before. That's why you have your prelude, your preview, kasi bago yung actual video or actual show, meron kang introductory viewing material. That's why it is called preview or pre-made, pre-cooked, 'di ba? Now for anti, alam ko sa mga nakanood ng Mr. Queen, meron tayong anti-fan. Kasi yung mga anti-fan, yung anti, that means against. No? Sa mga sabon, we have the antibacterial kasi those products are against bacteria. Now, the last is not. That means not or opposite of. That means hindi tumitigil, no? Like non-stop. No? So these are the prefixes, common prefix that we must know, okay? On and this, re, miss, im and in, pre, anti, in, non. Okay, again, there are many prefixes in the English language, but these are the common types of prefixes that we will be learning today. All right, so now let's know if you can spot them in words. All right, so, oh, mamaya na yan. Okay, so let's have the word unwell. Okay, this is an example of a word with an affix. Now let us figure out what affix does the word unwell have. Does it have a prefix or a suffix? Okay? Sabi ni Yolene, alam na raw po niya, pero let's have a review, no? This session could be your review so that you can deepen your understanding of affixes. Okay, so for this one, anong affix ang meron sa word na ito? Sabi ni Chino, the word unwell has the affix called a prefix. Let's figure out. Okay, very good. It is a prefix. Now, let us understand the word parts in this word. So you have the prefix on and the root word because we are attaching the prefix on to the word well. The word well now becomes the root word. Okay, so naiintindihan natin yan ha. We attach the prefix on, so the word well now becomes a root word. Okay, now let's go to the suffix. Okay, so kanina na-skip natin pero balikan natin. So these are the common suffixes that we will learn or that we must learn as grade 3 learners. So you have the able or able. That means can do. That's why we have the word valuable. Okay, now if you have the ish, that means someone like. Alam ko, merong informal expression na 35-ish. So something like or somewhere near 35. Ganon, di ba? Kasi, or blackish, whitish, kasi it's not really white, it's not really black, but somewhat resembling that color. For ed, ed, or d, this means that the action is already done, or it's in the past tense, okay? Or then let's have the word or the suffix less. That means without. So fearless, ano pa ba? Fearless. That is one example. Now let's have the full. Ito marami to, like beautiful, joyful, hopeful. Because if we add the suffix full in a root word, it means full of. Then let's have the that means the doer of the action. That's why you have the teacher, someone who teaches. You have your farmer, someone who farms. You have your driver, someone who drives. Then you have your est. Now we use the est to mean most. Kulang tayo, no? Yung then sometimes it is used for comparative form, like prettier, no? We use that suffix a to put an adjective or to put a word in a comparative form, like prettier, smarter. So not just someone who does the action, but also it can be the suffix can be used to say that it is in the middle, because we have the pretty, prettier, and prettiest. And for the est or est, we use that for to mean the superlative form, the highest form, like fastest, smartest, prettiest. Okay, so balik tayo dun sa isang example, no? Now let's have this word. Okay, we have graceful. So let's identify what affix is in the word graceful. Does it have a prefix or a suffix? Okay, let's see. Anong meron dyan? Does it have a prefix or a suffix? See, I am waiting for your answers on the comment section. O, sabi ni Chino, si Chino isa sa mga suki ko din. Hi, Chino! Okay, suffix daw. Okay, very good, suffix. Now, let us understand the word parts. Okay, for the word graceful, the word parts are, first, the root word is grace because we added the affix called the suffix full. Okay, very nice. Now, let's have the word, this example. Let's have undesirable. Okay, so teacher, medyo mahaba ito, no? That's why I am giving you this challenge. Now, what affix do we have? What kind of affix do we have in the word undesirable? It's not unwell, ha? It's undesirable. Sorry, I have wrongly copied unwell in that slide. But the question is, I'll correct that. What affix does the word undesirable have? Does it have the prefix only, the suffix only, or does the word have both of these affixes? See? Hello kay Chino. Si Chino isa sa mga suki ko. Ayan, tama si Chino, no? For undesirable, we have both of the affixes, prefix and suffix. Ngayon, tingnan natin. Teacher, bakit parehas sila? Di ba sabi natin kanina, some of the words pwedeng prefix and root word. Some of the words can have a suffix, a root word, and a suffix. And some of the words too can have both of the affixes. And one of that example is the word undesirable. It has both of the prefix, both of the affixes. It has a prefix and a suffix. Now let us understand the word parts. Ano ba yung mga word parts, teacher? Let us help us to identify asan ang prefix, asan ang root word, at asan ang suffix. So ito po yun. So yung prefix natin means on, yung root word natin is desire, and then ang ating suffix is the suffix able. Di ba nasa list natin lahat ng mga affixes na yan? Now, teacher, no, ganito po. Sometimes when we are adding a suffix, we are dropping a letter from the root word. And we can see that in the word undesirable. Kasi nawala si letter E to give way to the suffix able. Okay? Sometimes, pag nagdadagdag tayo ng suffix, meron tayong iniibang spelling, or meron tayo, iniibang spelling, yes, a letter in that, especially the last letters, the last letter of the root word. When we are adding a suffix, sometimes we drop a letter or we change a letter. Sa undesirable, ang nangyari, nag-drop tayo ng letter na wala yung E to give way to the suffix able. So I hope that is clear. Okay. Ayan. So proceed tayo, no? Now let us, ayan po. So ito yung sinasabi ko kanina, no? Teacher, ito pa yung question ko. Let me ask this to you, no? Paano ko malalaman if I have this word with an affix? I know it has a prefix and a suffix, but how can I figure out which the root word is? Remember that a root word carries the meaning or the main meaning of a word. Pag nagdadagdag tayo ng prefix and suffix, they change the meaning, but the main meaning is carried by the root word or the base word. Alright? So let us figure out now. Let us understand it better. So ito po, no? Let's have the word on and well. Based on our table, On means not. So if we add the prefix on to well, that means not well. See, yung well nandun pa rin because that is the root word and it carries the main meaning of the word. Okay, teacher, isa pa kasi kailangan ko makita na ang root word ay talagang nagde-deliver ng main meaning. So ito po yun, no? We have the word here, grace, full. The suffix full means full of. So that means now full of grace. So nandun pa rin yung grace. See? Now for undesirable, so we have the prefix on and then the suffix able. So on means not and able means ability, not just can do. It also means ability. So having no ability to be desired. See, it still has the word desire because that's the root word, the word desire. So I hope that is clear to you now. So let us double time and see if you really understood the lesson for today. So identify the base word and the affix used in each of the words. So in the comments, on the comment section, you will put the prefix plus sign, then the root word. Okay? So the first letter or number one is done for you. The base word is accept and the affix used is able. Oh, but for able, we know that is a suffix, right? Okay, now let's have this honest. What do you think is the base word and what do you think is the affix? Let's see on the comment section. Number one is done for you, right? Very good. So this and then on it. So very good, Chino. Let's have number three. Ayan. Let's have number three. Incorrect. Incorrect. What do you think is the base word and the affix? Okay, so for dishonest, no, we have the prefix this and the root word honest. Okay, how about for number three, incorrect? What do you think is the base word and what do you think is the affix? Okay, sabi ni Lord John Ray, you have the in as a prefix and correct as the base word or the root word. Very good. Okay, now let's have the word colorful. Colorful. What do you think is the affix and what do you think is the base word? Okay, humahabol tayo, ano? Habol tayo. Okay. Okay, sabi ni Reggie, okay, sabi ni Rochelle, in ang ating prefix and correct ang ating base word. Okay? Sa mga hindi ko nakatawag pero you know that you have the right answer. Very good. Now let's have the word preview. Ayan, kanina nasa example ta, di ba? What is the affix and what is the root word? Color and then full. Very good. Ay, nasabi ko na pala yan kanina and full is a suffix, right? Now let's have preview. Okay, preview tayo. Number 5. Okay, now number 5. Oh, correct, that's Lucas. Now for Lord John Ray, sabi niya pre is the prefix and view is the base word. Very good. Okay. Tama ba tayo ng sagot? Ayan. Now let's have prettiest. Oh, for the word prettiest, what do you think is the base word and what do you think is the affix used? Okay? Ayan, naghahanap tayo ng mga una. O, tama si Ma'am Feli, no? Ang sagot niya kasi, can I add this? I think no. So we have the pretty and est. So the affix is est, and we added that at the end of the word, so we know it's a suffix. And the pretty is spelled pretty. No? Pero if we will add the suffix is, the y will become letter I. That's the concept I was explaining a while ago. So some words would change its spelling or will drop a letter. For the case of pretty, we change the Y to I. Okay, very good, no? Tama dun si ma'am at sa iba. Na sumagot, tama rin naman. Now let's have patterned. So you have the word patterned. What do you think is the base word and what do you think is the affix? Okay, tama si Christine. Pretty ang base word, affix ng EST. Okay, si Ichigo, I think dapat wala yung letter I. Okay, tama si Gabriela at si Chino at si Lord. Very good. So these are the three ones that I can see. Okay, very nice. You have the pattern as the base word or root word, and you have the affix, ed. Now let's have retell. Retell. What do you think is the base word and then the affix used? Okay? So sometimes, no, merong mga word na may D or ED, but it doesn't mean that they are verbs. They serve as adjectives. No, merong mga ganong word, like for pattern. In a sentence, it could function as a verb, it could also function as an adjective. For retell, let's see, sino kaya ang mga unang nakapagsagot? Now you have re as the prefix and tell as the base word. Tama si Gabriela, si Lord, at si Yulene Esperon. Now let's have the word. Let's go to number 9. At nakikita ko na halos tama lahat ng sagot. Very nice. Now let's have unlock. Parang achievement unlocked. Pero yun ay may ed. No? How about the verb unlock? Unlock the door. What is the affix and what is the base word? Tama si Aryan. You have the prefix on and the base word is lock. Sino pa kaya mga may tamang sagot? Gabriela is correct. Now let's have the last number, jobless. For jobless, ano kaya? Okay, Lucas, dapat retail, not retail, not a tail na meron sa mga animals, but a tail. Tama si Aryan. You have the base word job and the suffix is less. Very good. Okay, so we have like 3 minutes. So we will jump to the next activity. Okay. So, eto sana maganda to. So, let's have 3 items na lang, ha? So, let's have this one. Let's choose the right prefix given the meaning provided in the parentheses. Okay. What prefix should I put to the base word build to mean build again? Tagtag 3 na lang tayo, ha? What prefix should I add with the base or root word build to mean build again? Tama si Lord. We will add the prefix rebuild. How about number 2? What prefix should we add to heard to mean not heard? O, Gabriela, hindi unbuild kasi on means not. Dapat again. So we will put the prefix re. Okay, how about the others? It should be unheard. Tama si Kalia. Okay, ang ating pong clue ay nasa parentheses po, ha? Okay, so it should be unheard. Let's go to the last number. How about perfect? What prefix should we add to have the meaning not heard? Ay, sorry, not perfect. Ano ba yan? Si teacher naguluhan. Sabi ni Chino, It's not Miss Ma'am Rochelle, but it should be imperfect. Okay, very good. Okay, so 3 lang, ha? And these are the other answers. Cooked in advance, pre-cooked, and to match incorrectly, mismatch. Now, let's go to the second activity. Medyo nagmamadali tayo, ha? Pasensya na. Okay, now let's have the suffix. So you see again that there are meanings inside the parentheses. And what suffix should we put to the base word life to mean dead? Tagtatlo lang tayo ulit, ha? Okay, para makahabol tayo. Okay? So number 1 na tayo kasi we skipped 4 and 5 for prefixes. Now let's go to suffix. What suffix should I add? Ang una ko nakita ay si Chino, less, very good. At si Lord ang sumunod. We will add the suffix less to mean lifeless, dead. How about teach? What suffix should I put to the base word teach to have the meaning one who teaches? Anong suffix kaya? Okay. Okay, ang una ko rin nakita ay si Kalia at si Chino. Very good. No, kasi if you have that means a doer of the action. Okay. Or comparative form again. Now let's have power. What suffix should I add to the base word power to say having great power. Okay? Ano kaya? Powerful, sabi ni Kalia. So, we will add the word powerful. Hindi power, no? Parang tunog kong TV. Powerful. Kasi, meaning having great power or full of power. Now, this is the answer for 4 and 5. Someone like a child, it means childish. Childlike or childish, pwede din. Now, for beauty, we will use the suffix full again to mean beautiful. Thank you so much, my dear learners, for helping me answer these activities. Now, let's summarize what we learned today. So, we learned that nagkakaroon tayo ng konting problema sa screen. Ang daming effect. Nice work. Okay, so let's summarize. Using affixes is one of the ways new words are created in the English language. Remember that. Second, prefix is an affix added at the beginning of a root word. Next, suffix is an affix added at the end of a root word. Next, the root word carries the main meaning of a word and not the affix. The affixes or the suffix in the prefix changes the meaning, but it doesn't mean that the main meaning will be really overhauled, okay? Because the root word still has the main meaning of a word. And next, when adding a prefix or a suffix to a root word, the root word may drop, matatanggal, or change from Y to I, a letter. Okay, so I hope that is clear to you now. How about you send a selfie to me watching English 3 and please send it to my FB account, May Sevilla. That's Maysevilla. So I hope you learned today, my dear learners, and I hope that I will be seeing you again in our next session. Goodbye and have a nice day. Thank you for being with me. Bye! Okay, I'm waiting for it to be signed off. So, hello po, no? Hello sa lahat ng, thank you sa mga nagstay. So, bye-bye!
Sigurado ako na marami ka na namang natutuhan sa ating ETUlay tutorial session ngayong araw. Tandaan, ito ay hindi lamang para sa ating mga mag-aaral, kundi pati rin sa ating mga minamahal na guro at mga magulang na kaagapay natin para maituloy ang pagkatuto sa kabila ng nararanasang pandemya. Patuloy ding sumubaybay sa DepEd TV para sa mga araling ginawang video episodes. Mapapanood ito mula Lunes hanggang Sabado, alas 7 ng umaga hanggang alas 7 ng gabi sa inyong mga telebisyon. Abangan bukas mula 1:00 ng tanghali ang iba pang aralin sa ating ETUlay free online tutorial session sa Filipino. I-like and subscribe at manatiling nakasubaybay sa ating ETUlay tutorial session sa DepEd Edtech Unit FB page at Educational Technology Unit channel sa YouTube at sa DepEd Tayo at DepEd Philippines social media accounts. Paalam!